Hey everyone, this is Zach, and today we're going to take a look at a product that I planned to look at before Scarlet and Violet, but GameStop decided to ship it to me on release day. That's going to be the Hori Split Pad Compact. Now, the Hori Split Pad Compact is a new version of their Split Pad Pro that is smaller and just easier fitting in the hand and makes it a little better to carry around. But the reason why I picked this one up is because if you can see, it is Gengar design. So I think that is awesome. So we're going to open this up, take a look at it, and see what we get versus the Split Pad Pro. If you guys enjoyed this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this bad boy open. And I like opening Nintendo products from the bottom, because it makes it easier to just tape back up, and to, if you want to display your box or if you want to keep your box. Yes, I'm one of those people that keep their boxes. And with Nintendo's Joy-Cons and their Pro controllers, it's literally just like a bottom that you open up. It's a fold, so it takes like 5 seconds to open up, versus with the Nintendo ones, getting the controllers, getting the tape off the top. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. Now, these came out around Halloween for Japan, but they released right before Halloween, or I want to say like the week after. And wow, yeah, these are smaller. I like the buttons. Ooh, the texture on the thumbsticks though. The gloss looks nice. Let's compare it to the Arceus ones. But let's take a look at this. This is the Split Pad Compact. I love how they still have like the sync button and the lights, and even though it's all fake. Because if you don't know, for the most part, these only work when put to the side of your Switch in place of the Joy-Cons. It's got a bit of a texture on the back. I like that. Let's see how long it lasts though. But yeah, let's compare it to the Legends Arceus one. So the Arceus one is the first one I bought, and you can tell that they're about almost, oh no, yeah, there's a lot of trim down here. The buttons everything is slightly smaller on the compact, except for the assign and turbo buttons and the capture button. I feel like those are actually bigger. But yeah, that is the Gengar Joy-Cons. Let's test them out. So we are here on the couch in front of the TV, and as you can see, I have the Split Pad Pros up here where I usually play. This is my original Switch, so I will use these ones, and I will talk about these in a bit, but looks good so far. But let's change them out. Oh yeah, in handheld these feel a lot better. The curve is just enough. Yeah, this feels really good in the hand. The smaller sticks is not bad because they're still bigger than what you would see and feel on a Joy-Con. So usually my go-to on my Switch OLED is the Legend Arceus one. And I really liked those, but my biggest complaint is that you can't use them docked. For those of you who don't know, there's no wireless, there's no rumble in these. So you're going to lose out on wireless and rumble no matter which version you buy, whether it is the Pro or the Compact. The only thing you're really losing here is the size, and that could be a pro or a con for you based on what you're looking for and what's comfortable for you. So with these, I don't mind using the Pros, but when we just take a look, you're saving so much, and that's going to be great for being able to travel with it if you don't want those big ones. I know when I travel with them, if I'm bringing my split pads, I have to keep them basically like separate. I don't keep them on my Switch when I travel. I keep a pair of Joy-Cons just so I have something to use. And yeah, so far they feel great. This is Pokemon Scarlet. I'm streaming Violet and recording episodes with it. So if you are a fan of that, make sure you check that out. But yeah, why am I here on the couch? So as I said, when I use the Split Pad Pro, I am a big fan of them, but I hate not being able to use them docked. So the one thing that I picked up, which is probably overkill, is the Split Pad Pro attachment, which is why I have these black ones. The Split Pad Pro attachment is this little thing right here. Unfortunately, in the US, you can only get one of these in a bundle. That's going to set you back $80 full price. So I'm not a fan of it, which is why I have these black ones. I did pick up the set because I wanted to use this so bad. And there is a wire that goes to the dock, and when you need to, you just line it up and you have a full-size controller. Now this feels great to use it. You also get an inline headset with it being wired, and you get to mute and volume controls. So if you are, one of those Fortnite players, or if you play another multiplayer game that supports in-game chat through a headset, you can utilize it here and get the full capabilities of the Split Pad Pro. Once again, you're still missing out on Rumble, you're still missing out on NFC. So for something like Splatoon or Mario, if you were using an item through Amiibo, you would not be able to get that on this controller. You would still need a Joy-Con or a Pro controller to use that. There is also no gyro as well. That is one thing I noticed when I was playing Splatoon. It's usually not a problem, but I was playing Splatoon this weekend and I decided to go handheld and take it down into my living room. And I've been trying the gyro on Splatoon 3, and I was trying to use this playing Splatoon, and it didn't work. So you do lose out on these features. So if gyro, if NFC, if the HD Rumble, if Rumble at all is a deal breaker for you, this isn't the controller for you. But this is a controller that you don't have to worry about the batteries. It's just a good feeling controller that you can use for a very long time. The D-pad is okay. I really don't use it too often in a game where it's necessary to have precise inputs, so I can't really speak on that. The turbo is fine, and then the assign buttons work as needed. And it's good to have these assign buttons because you get 2 extra buttons that you can move down. You can only use them on each side. So the turbo button on here can only work with these buttons, and then the turbo button on this side can only work basically with a joystick direction. They are technically separate controllers that plug in and work together. So, but here's my main question. Will the compact work on the attachment? Because if it works on the attachment, this is worth picking up if you already have the attachment set, or if you want to use it with the attachment set, you want to make sure that it works before you buy it. So that's what I'm going to test right now. So it should slide in just fine because it just uses a Joy-Con rail. And it doesn't look as good, but it still feels okay. I don't know if this is the best because this is made to be thicker. So when you put it onto the attachment, you don't get this little groove right here with the Pro version. So this lip kind of feels like, especially if you're using the thumbsticks and you might be bumping into it a lot. The D-pad, I could see myself bumping it into a lot, where if we put on the Pro one, it's a little dip down, but it's pretty flush compared to the groove you see with the compact. But I did want to make sure that these are compatible and that we could still use it handheld and docked if we wanted to. So let's check that out. Sorry for the weird camera angle, but I want to say yes, it does work with the split pad attachment. So this is one of those things where if you already have the split pad attachment and want to grab a different split pad to use, that is always something that you could do. But it is a big jump, especially if you are trying to use the compact in the split pad at the same time, because the split pad attachment, you can only buy it in a bundle with the regular black ones right now, and that's going to run you about 80 bucks, where this compact one is about 55, because it's a little more expensive because it's a Pokemon one. So actually I think it was 60 after tax. So this is a big jump just for one controller, in all honesty, because you can only use this while docked, and then you would have to take them off to use them in handheld. I definitely think the compact feels better in handheld, where this attachment was made to work well with the Pro one. So if you want to grab that, I would say give it a try. I don't think it's a big deal. If you already have a split pad Pro and wanted to grab the attachment bundle to step up your split pad usage, I feel like that's fine. But if you're going out and buying a compact and then buying the split pad attachment, you're gonna spend like $130, and I don't think it's worth it. So I would say pick one that you really want. If you want the compact, go for that. If you want to use it docked, go for the attachment for like 80 bucks. I will have to say, I don't know. I do really like the attachment, but it's not always my primary controller, especially if I'm recording gameplay. When I am recording gameplay when I'm streaming, which I recently started doing, check that out, my go-to controller is actually the PowerA Fusion Pro controller. I don't use any of the special buttons because I'm a Pokemon player. Most of the time I need 3 buttons at that. Scarlet and Violet though is giving you more options, and there's actually not a lot of options where buttons do the same thing. You use a lot of buttons in Scarlet and Violet so far, but I didn't pay full price for this. This goes for about $100 to $120. I would not pay that much. I got it on sale when it was about $65. I had a coupon, so I paid about like 60 bucks total for it. I think that's around a good price for this controller, maybe 70. It depends on what you're okay with. But what do you think about these guys? Do you think they're worth picking up? I do like the feel of them. I definitely like the compactness. I definitely think they're going to replace my Arceus Pro split pads, at least for handheld mode, that is. And then what do you think about the attachment? It's something that with dock play and these big old controllers, I do love. And I'm excited to see that the split pad compact works with these as well. The only thing I wish is that the attachment was more readily available. They make so many different designs with these, especially like this Legends Arceus. They do one for Mega Man. They have like 3 other Pokemon ones. Even the compact, they've already done like 2 different versions, just Pokemon. There's the one with Gengar that you see right here, and then there's also one Pikachu and Mimikyu. So I wish that they would make this attachment sold separately. Even in Japan, you have to buy it directly from Hori. It's about 30 bucks, and from what I've seen, it's been out of stock for a while, to the point where no matter where you go, whether it's their Japanese Twitter page or their US Twitter page, you see people complaining about them not being able to get this separately. So I don't think it is worth getting a split pad and then getting a new split pad for the attachment and then getting the compact. I'd have to say, choose what's best for you. Don't be like me. All of these things were bought in different months. I did not pick these all up at one time. I started out with the split pad Pro, and then I got the attachment set because I really wanted the attachment, and I got these because I wanted to make a video before Scarlet and Violet. But let me know, what
split pad do you think is right for you? What controllers do you use when you play Switch? And if you want to pick any of these up, I will have the links in the descriptions. I will let you know that they are Amazon affiliate links, so if you pick up one of these controllers using those links, it helps me out a bit, and I would appreciate that. Anyways, that's going to be all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to like and subscribe. Check out my Pokemon Scarlet and Violet gameplay on the channel. Until next time, I'm Zach, and we'll see everyone later.